As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you.
Alright, I'm going to do this. I'm review on Final Fantasy VII. Okay, this is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They have 3 of them. The Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intermission, and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've already beat the first 2. The Final Fantasy VII Remake and Intermission. They were good. Remake obviously happens before the events. It leads up to what's happening in here. Intermission as well. Now the intermission is you don't use any one of these characters except for Yuffie. Okay? And Yuffie will show up later in this, I'm sure. Because she's supposed to be a part of it. That's why they introduced her in intermission. So far, the graphics on this game, compared to the original, on PlayStation 1, the 4-disc long series, look, that game looked a lot like Minecraft graphics. And then the cutscene graphics were slightly worse than the graphics you see now, if I remember correctly. I don't know, but I'd have to look it up because I don't remember. Take that with a grain of salt, people. But now on this game, oh, the graphics are just so good. I mean, I've got it on the PS5, obviously. But let me tell you a story. I got the remake on PS4 before I got my PS5, and I was playing it. I was loving it, digging it, and then I was like, you know what? Why didn't they finish the game? Because I beat the first one on the PS4 and the remake on there, and that was it. It leaves you a cliffhanger to this game, but this game was nowhere to be found. So I looked it up, and this game wasn't going to come out for the PS4 at the time. It was coming out for PS5 and PS5 only, and I think PC. And so I was like, well, that sucks, this is freaking BS. Dang it, now I gotta buy a PS5 if I want to play the rest of the game. So I did. Here I am, and I'm happy it happened that way, because this game is so beautiful so far. The graphics, the skin textures, the textures alone, everything. Oh gosh, the facial expressions, all of it. It's like, feels like I'm in a Final Fantasy VII movie, like Advent Children or something. Well, I'm going to stop delaying and let y'all see this for yourself. And here we go.
Here we are. Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel. I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask? With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? Which particular task would you like to learn about? Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like? I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask. Wow! I have recreated Titan, the mythical colossus of the grasslands, and I encourage you to pit your skills again. I look forward to seeing what new discoveries you make in your travels.
Hey, perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here. You just give that whistle a toot and your chocobo will come a-running. So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me.
Run like a chocobo, a chocobo.
Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler? Okay, but how's about we stretch his legs a bit? That was something else. You and Pico are a perfect match. Might even have what it takes to win a race or two at the Gold Saucer.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned your flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
Okay, like I was saying, graphically, this game is awesome. Look at this dude's arm. You can see the veins in his arm. You can even see it while it's paused. Look at that thing right above his glove. Oh, freaking beautiful graphics.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but
I
moving
wonder if
on
you can
costs
see him in
money.
Cloud's arm too. Yeah, you can.
We had fun helping people
Wow,
in Sector
that's
5,
cool.
right? Same deal.
That's cool. Oh, I'm just like, I'm in awe. Wow. I'm borderline flabbergasted. Simply amazing. Just simply amazing.
Oh, hey, you're back.
I heard you might need some help.
You did? Oh, I see. Billy talked to you, didn't he?
I've been meaning to go pick flowers, but the plains are way too dangerous for that.
I'm sorry to hear that. As a flower lover myself, I sympathize.
Well, the thing is, I want to make a flower crown. Mom used to make them for us all the time. So I wanted to give it a try, but with all the monsters, I didn't know how I could.
Here's an idea. Maybe we could do the picking for you?
Sure!
Cloud, thoughts?
Really? You will? The flowers grow on a hill that's got a great view of Midgar. It's kinda far, but a chocobo will get you there quick. Thank you so much. Hi, how can I help you today? If you ever want to change your chocobo's gear, feel free to use the stable just over there.
Let me guess. Y'all are fixing to finally cross the swamplands, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
While I was making a routine inspection of my signage, group of fellas shambled on by, heading toward the bog. Looked like a funeral procession, what with their black robes.
Black robes?
Yes, indeed. Told them they'd need some chocobos for safe passage, but I ain't even sure they heard me. I expect Midgard Sormer will make a meal out of those boys. But if you do catch up to them first, try to convince them to swing by the ranch.
I feel your luck's run out. I have had enough.
That's that. That'll do.
Alert! Alert! Dangerous being detected in your vicinity. Please ensure you are prepared before engaging. My sensors are picking up some understandable confusion. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cloud. I am your personal monster assessment instrument. But since that's a mouthful, you can call me Mai. Chadley programmed me to assist you by providing detailed analyses of the fiends you encounter. I hope I can be of service to you in the many battles ahead. With that out of the way, I'm picking up unusual fiend activity nearby. To procure the biological data that we require, you'll need to complete specific objectives during combat. But don't worry, because I'll be here to help you succeed. Good luck!
I smell fiends.
Rare Toxarat variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. The pungent odor that these fiends release when threatened is so effective at driving away predators that their population has exploded. This particular variant is extremely dangerous, capable of spitting toxic fluid on its prey before attacking in mass. Such tactics allow them to hunt creatures as large as alpha-dogs. Imagine something like that creeping into every corner you find, and you'll understand why they're considered such a menace.
Let's finish
And
this.
luck, the data we collect here will aid us in finding a way to reduce their numbers. Yo, I'm cheering for you!
So long.
Well fine. Though perhaps you could polish off those objectives next time? Rare Toxarat variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. The pungent odor that these fiends release when threatened is so effective at driving away predators that their population has exploded. This particular variant is extremely dangerous, capable of spitting toxic fluid on its prey before attacking in mass. Such tactics allow them to hunt creatures as large as alpha-dogs. Imagine
No
something
escape.
like that creeping into every corner it can find, and you'll understand why they're considered such a menace.
Calling
And
out.
thus, the data we collect here will aid us in finding a way to reduce their numbers. Analyzing biological data. Victory is all the
Freeze.
Rat eliminated. Next time, see if you can clear all the objectives too.
Yep. I couldn't. That's a weird one. That's gonna be a hard one to do. Avoid being poisoned? How am I gonna avoid being poisoned, man? Second I walk over there, I get poisoned. And it's not letting me pressure him before it let me stagger him. That's messed up. Whatever. What's over here?
Look at that! You've stumbled upon a life
Wonder what
spring.
this is.
Why don't you try scanning it? See what you uncover. Accessing the planet's figurative database should help us learn about the area.
Thank you. I can't scan it if you're talking to me.
Be a live stream.
Where's that? Oh, there it is. Benito. Very pretty. Bueno. That was fun. Oh, that was fun. Well, that was quite simple. We've got to talk again. Alright.
Confirmed. Data received. Life springs such as this can be discovered in every region. Their potential energy output is far too minuscule for Shinra to exploit. But to us, they're fonts of intel. I encourage you to seek out more of these life springs.
Brace yourself. No time to waste.
I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a review. All in all, the game's awesome. The stories are pretty good. The graphics are, my opinion, one of the best graphics I've ever seen on a game. Hands down, I just absolutely love the graphics. But then again, Final Fantasy has pretty much always had, like, state-of-the-art graphics, I guess. other than the ones before the 7. Because I was looking at some pictures of 1 through 6. Oof. I'm glad they switched. I'm pretty sure FF7, Final Fantasy 7 was supposed to be like, that's how they changed the graphics and upgraded everything. It's supposed to be like, wow, astonishing. And that was like one of the first games on PS1. Same thing with the PS5. I guess it's a good game to have if you're into graphics. Well, thanks for watching.